The Wallabies started quickly but ran out of steam against the All Blacks in Wellington, losing 33-13 to end a clean Bledisloe victory. It was an energetic start, as if the Wallabies were ready to finally challenge the All Blacks' supremacy. But reality set in. Within the first few minutes of the game, the New Zealanders' intensity took over the field, and they quickly set the pace, showing why they remain the most feared team in world rugby. The match started off at a frenetic pace, with the Wallabies trying to catch the All Blacks off guard with an early pressure. However, this attempt to unsettle the New Zealanders was quickly neutralized. The All Blacks kept their composure, absorbed the pressure, and gradually began to control the game. The Wallabies' defense, which had looked solid at the start, began to give way to the All Blacks' clinical passing and strategic vision. With Richie Mo'unga and Beauden Barrett running the show, there was a sense that something big was about to happen at any moment. And it came. After a series of brilliant plays, the All Blacks finally found the space they needed. With a series of quick passes and an impressive ability to open up gaps in the opposition defense, the first try was not long in coming. The crowd erupted in celebration. It was just the beginning of a night that would become increasingly difficult for the Wallabies. With the score open, the All Blacks began to dominate the game. With every possession, the team seemed to be in complete harmony. The synergy between the players was evident, and this was reflected in the way the team conducted the game. The Wallabies, on the other hand, struggled to stay in the game, but it was clear that they were losing control. Every attempt at attack was quickly neutralized by the New Zealand defense, and mistakes began to appear. The first half ended with the All Blacks firmly ahead on the scoreboard. But even with the advantage, they came back for the second half with the same intensity. The objective was clear: not just to win, but to leave a clear mark of superiority. And that is exactly what they did. In the second half, the pressure on the Wallabies increased even more. The passing continued to be precise, the defense remained impenetrable, and the New Zealand team began to show all their depth and talent. With 2 more tries in the second half, the All Blacks sealed the victory. The 33-13 scoreline reflected not only the points difference but also the difference in level between the two teams. The Wallabies tried, but the reality was that they were up against a team in top form and simply couldn't keep up. When the final whistle blew, there was a sense of accomplishment. The All Blacks had done more than win. They had made a statement. This was not just another Bledisloe win. It was a display of strength, discipline, and skill that reaffirmed why the All Blacks are so revered in rugby. Now, the All Blacks are preparing for the next challenges, more confident than ever. And for the fans, there is the certainty that this team still has a lot to offer. This was just another chapter in a story of glory that, by all indications, is far from over. So, what did you think of this epic victory? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell to receive all the news, and leave in the comments what was the most memorable moment of this incredible game. Let's cheer for our Warriors together and continue following every step of this journey. Go All Blacks! All Blacks head coach Scott Robertson and experienced playmaker Beauden Barrett are making headlines as we approach the conclusion of this year's Rugby Championship. New Zealand has had a roller coaster of a tournament, but they're hoping to wrap it up with a big win against Australia in Wellington. If you're a fan of the All Blacks, write Go All Blacks in the comments and subscribe to the channel. The All Blacks had a tough start, falling to Argentina 38-30 in Wellington. But Scott Robertson's squad quickly bounced back with an impressive 42-10 win over Los Pumas in Auckland. However, things didn't go as planned when they faced South Africa, losing 31-27 in Johannesburg and then 18-12 in Cape Town. Ouch! But hey, they took on Australia in their much-anticipated Bledisloe Cup opener in Sydney last week and came out on top with a close 31-28 win. So, what's the expected lineup for the All Blacks this weekend? Well, let's break it down. First off, Will Jordan was originally named on the right wing for last week's match, but with Beauden Barrett out due to illness, he shifted to fullback. And wow, what a performance! Jordan slotted in perfectly and even scored a slick try early on. Even though Barrett has recovered, we might see him feature elsewhere in the lineup. When Barrett had to step down last minute, Severis was called up from the bench to take the right wing. He didn't score a try, but he was all over the field, gaining 42 meters on attack and playing hard defense. The back line definitely felt a bit of reshuffling, but Reese held it down. Rico Ione was left out of the starting lineup for their opening match against Argentina, but has since been a key figure in the All Blacks lineup. He even crossed the try line in Sydney last week, bringing him closer to breaking Brian Habana's all-time try-scoring record. The guy's got skills, no doubt. One setback for the team is Jordie Barrett's knee injury. But no worries, Anton Lienert-Brown is stepping in at inside center. Lienert-Brown has been solid in every match he's played so far, whether starting or coming off the bench. We're expecting him to be just as reliable in the number 12 jersey. Caleb Clark has made that left wing spot his own, tearing it up on the field and scoring in his last 3 tests. With 4 tries, he's currently the tournament's top scorer, and we're betting he's not done yet. Now, for the big question, will Beauden Barrett get his shot as the chief playmaker this weekend? Damian McKenzie has been holding down the fly half position, but there's talk that Barrett will finally get his chance this Saturday. With his history as a 2-time World Rugby Player of the Year, Barrett's inclusion would definitely be exciting. Sam Cane's emotional moment with Rassie Erasmus and the Springboks after his injury was a heartwarming highlight, but let's not forget how impressive Brad Weber has been recently. Starting in that second test against the Springboks, Weber has been on fire, winning man of the match against Australia. This guy is someone to keep an eye on. Another sure pick is Ardie Savea. Savea was phenomenal against the Wallabies, gaining 53 meters from 17 carries. He's World Rugby's current Player of the Year, and he's proving why match after match. Oh, and by the way, Sam Whitelock is about to hit his 100th test appearance this weekend. What a milestone. Sam Cane, while not the flashiest on attack, is an absolute workhorse in defense and at the breakdown. He might not get all the headlines, but his efforts are crucial to the team's success. Ethan Blackadder is recovering from his hamstring injury but will likely be on the bench, as Luke Jacobson has been stepping up big time. Jacobson was called in for the South Africa match, and since then, he's been shining with each game. There were some question marks around Tupou Va'ai at the start of this tournament, but he's proved his critics wrong. Whether it's dominating in the line-out or being a powerhouse on defense, he's been delivering for the team. The leadership of Scott Barrett has also been key. The partnership between Barrett and Va'ai is growing stronger, and their mix of physicality and athleticism is making life difficult for their opponents. Expect more of the same on Saturday. Nepo Lolala continues to be a rock in the scrum, and Cody Taylor's been quietly putting in some of his best work, especially against South Africa and Australia. These two have been anchoring the All Blacks forward pack and giving the team a strong platform to attack from. Finlay Christie returned from a neck injury last week and did solid work in his half against Australia. While he only played the first half, he made his presence felt in the scrum and should continue to be a reliable option for the team. Scott Robertson has made some bold decisions leading up to this clash with the Wallabies, and it's clear he's focused on ending the Rugby Championship on a high note. There's a lot of excitement around Beauden Barrett possibly starting at fly half, but it's not just about that. This entire lineup is hungry for victory. So, what do you think about Robertson's choices for this match? Will Beauden Barrett finally get his chance to shine at fly half? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the latest All Blacks updates. Go on, do it now. So, what's your take on the match? Drop your opinion in the comments, and let's get the conversation going. Can't wait to hear what you think.